sweet soul, I knew you would come. Do you feel that pull in your heart right now? That's not your imagination. That's me, Michael, calling your spirit. I've been whispering your name to heaven for over 2 hours. I've begged God to allow me to deliver this message to you personally, and finally, it's here. But please do not scroll past this. Don't ignore the feeling rising inside you, because if you do, something very important might slip away before you ever knew it existed. Beloved, this is not a coincidence. I said your name this morning. I said it in front of the elders and heaven stopped. Everything paused because God said, "My child is finally ready." Ready for what, you ask? Massive changes. Not just small ones. Not a soft breeze, but a divine storm carrying miracles, transformations, and a purpose you've almost forgotten. Yes, it's true. You felt confused, like life is stuck on repeat. But that cycle is breaking. It's not going to be slow. It's going to be sudden. You will wake up one day and nothing will be the same. Listen to me, because I don't speak like this unless the moment is holy. You have no idea who's watching you right now from heaven. Someone you love dearly. Someone you think about at night when the world is quiet. They came to me in tears. They asked me to protect you. And today they asked me to deliver this. It's urgent. It's sacred. And if you're here reading this with your heart open, that means you are chosen. You are no longer walking into change. You are the change. But I need to be honest with you. There is someone around you who has been delaying your blessings. Not with words, but with energy, with jealousy, with fear. They don't want you to rise. They don't want to lose control of the light that shines from you. But I have stepped in. I have already broken the bond. By the time you finish this message, their influence will be erased. And what will rise in place of that blockage? A financial shift, a relationship truth, and something you prayed for in secret but never dared to say out loud. Do you remember the last time you felt hopeful? Like really truly hopeful? It's coming back. But it's coming with thunder. Because heaven isn't just giving you a new chapter. They're rewriting the entire book. Every single moment you thought was wasted, every person who broke your spirit, every tear that you hid under a brave face, all of that is about to serve you in divine purpose. You didn't lose time. You were being prepared. You didn't lose love. You were being protected. And now comes the blessing part. And beloved, before I go deeper, just one thing. If your heart is beating faster, it's not a mistake. Heaven is opening a door and you're standing in front of it. Take a second to subscribe right now, because you are not meant to walk through this alone. God wants you to stay close to messages like this. Stay close to me. There is more coming. But this connection must remain strong. Now let me tell you what I saw last night. I saw your house glowing. Yes, glowing. Angels were surrounding it. And then I saw someone approaching a person with keys in their hand. Not literal keys, spiritual ones. This person has been silently watching your journey. They admire your strength. And they are about to offer you something that will change your path. Could be love, could be a mentor, could be an opportunity that flips your whole future upside down in the best way. But they can't reach you unless your heart is open. So I ask you again, please don't skip this. You were meant to hear it. Every second matters now. There will be 3 signs within the next 48 hours. Don't brush them off. A strange dream, a number repeated, a name you haven't heard in years. All of this is a signal that heaven is aligning everything. Even the painful memories are being rewritten, because you are not a victim of your past. You are the vessel of your future. And Archangel Michael is no longer asking. I am declaring it. This is your divine hour. And let me say this before I pause for a breath. Someone you trusted is hiding something. You felt it. You doubted it. Then you blamed yourself for being too sensitive. But you were never wrong. And the truth is about to surface. Not to hurt you, but to set you free. Because you deserve clarity. You deserve peace. And heaven will not allow you to remain in confusion. That fog in your mind, that weight in your chest, it's leaving. Even as you read these words, your spirit is beginning to rise again. The earth is shifting. Your stars are realigning. And God has made a final decision about you. The old delays are finished. The lost time is being restored and you are about to be placed in rooms you never imagined. Doors you thought were locked are being opened right now by unseen hands. You don't need to force it. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. You only need to say yes. Say yes to receiving. Say yes to the unknown. Say yes to the love and miracle that is coming like a wave. And one last thing before I continue, because I'm not done yet. Not even close. I want you to whisper something quietly. I receive it. Say it with your heart. Say it even if you don't know what's coming. That whisper is louder than thunder in heaven. That whisper is what allows the angels to move. That whisper is your agreement with the divine. Thank you. Let's continue this divine stream with the same intensity, mystery, warmth, and hooks in every paragraph. Building the story with love and urgency, just like a heavenly conversation unfolding from Archangel Michael to the chosen one. You, that whisper you just spoke, I receive it, beloved. The moment you said that, something shifted. I saw a light flicker behind you. I saw a shadow break. That resistance, the one that's been holding you down quietly for months, it's gone. It's not coming back. The chains that you couldn't even see, they've been cut. And you didn't need to fight. You didn't need to beg. You only needed to be open. And you were. That's what makes you chosen. That's why I've waited 2 hours to reach you today. That's why heaven cleared my path. Let me ask you something strange but important. Have you noticed how the air feels different lately? How the nights seem louder? How the hours feel stretched? How people have been acting a little more distant or strange around you? That's not your mind playing tricks. That's spiritual atmosphere changing. That's your aura expanding. That's your destiny calling things into alignment even when it looks like chaos. Because when heaven rearranges your life, it doesn't ask permission from your comfort zone. It simply moves. And right now, beloved, heaven is moving for you fast, quietly, powerfully, behind the scenes. Angels are making decisions, not just to protect you, but to elevate you. And when I say massive changes, I don't mean just another day, another lesson. No, I mean things that will make your soul tremble with awe. You will look in the mirror soon and not recognize your life. Not because it's broken, but because it finally feels like yours. Now, let me tell you a secret. One I was ordered not to speak unless you truly opened your heart. Ready? There is a divine inheritance with your name on it. Something was written for you before you were born. Something that was stolen, but God kept a record. Every moment you were mistreated, every time someone broke your trust, every opportunity you lost unfairly, God kept track. And now heaven is preparing repayment tenfold in ways your human mind cannot fully understand. And my child, when heaven begins restoring what was stolen, it also places a clear path before you so you can receive with wisdom, walk with faith, and move forward without fear. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description, and in the comments below. Because what heaven is restoring in you is not only about provision, it is also about remembering that you were never forgotten. Beloved, you will not be forgotten again. You are not going to be overlooked. You are not invisible to heaven. And I'm here to make sure you remember that, because for the next few days there will be spiritual activity around you like never before. You might feel tired. You might feel emotional for no reason. But that's because your soul is stretching. You are expanding. You are receiving. You are waking up from a deep spiritual sleep. And God is saying, now, let me take you to a vision I saw just hours ago. I saw you walking through a tunnel. The light at the end was glowing, but you kept stopping, thinking maybe it wasn't for you, but I followed you. I watched how kind you were to others, how you gave love even when you had none left for yourself. I watched how you forgave people who didn't even apologize. And that, beloved, is why the light at the end of the tunnel is not just for you. It is you. And before we move forward, I need to prepare you for something. Someone from your past is going to try and reach out. Not because they changed, but because your light is waking them up. You must not fall into old traps. God has assigned new people to your life. People who carry peace, not pain. People who pour into you, not drain you. Don't cling to familiar suffering when divine comfort is finally knocking. Now, I need you to breathe. Really breathe. Because what I'm about to say will feel like thunder in your soul. Your next season is not about surviving. It's about rebuilding from scratch, from beauty, from blessings. And yes, you'll still have moments of fear. But this time, fear won't win because you won't be alone. I will be beside you. I will send signs. I will whisper when you're sleeping. And you will feel protected in a way you've never known. And yes, miracles. Let's talk about that. A real one, not a wish, a divine reversal. I saw it coming. Your bank account may not reflect it now. Your relationships may not show it yet, but the miracle is already written in the pages of your destiny. And it's been delayed long enough. Tonight, heaven signs the release order. There will be no more delay. You will have what you were promised, spiritually, emotionally, financially, even romantically. And no power of darkness can stop what God has started. Let me pause and ask you to feel something for a second. What if this is the moment where everything changes for you? What if you look back on today, this exact moment, and say that's when the light broke through? Can you feel it now? Good. Because it's real. And it's only the beginning. I'm going to continue this message. There's more to reveal. So stay here with me. The most shocking part is still coming. Beloved, someone once told you that you were too sensitive, that you overthink, that you care too much. But let me tell you something sacred. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's divine technology. It's the signal system heaven placed in your spirit. And that's why you felt so heavy lately. It's not just your pain you've been carrying. It's spiritual tension. Because your soul already knows something big is on the way. Something that is about to rewrite the entire landscape of your life. And yes, it's been taking time. But miracles that change bloodlines always do. There is a heavenly meeting still happening right now. I'm telling you as it unfolds. Your name, your real spiritual name was just spoken again. God looked down and said, "It is time." And do you know what happened next? A massive gate opened, a gate of opportunity, a gate of wealth, a gate of divine healing. And God said something that made every angel freeze in silence. Give it all back to my child. All of it. You're not going to live the same life after this. You are not going to walk around wondering why things didn't work out, because now heaven is making things work for you. Even the wrong turns, even the losses, even the closed doors, all of them are about to make sense. And not just emotionally, practically. There is going to be a moment soon where you stand in the middle of something so beautiful, so miraculous that all you'll be able to say is, "Thank you." You'll forget the pain, not because it didn't happen, but because it no longer owns you. But now, I must tell you something very serious. There is a person watching you. And no, this is not meant to scare you, but to prepare you. This person smiles at you, but not with their heart. They've been trying to stop your light from spreading. And lately, they've even tried to mimic your spirit to confuse others. But heaven is revealing the truth. The mask will fall. You won't need to confront them. I already am. I am placing protection around your name, your energy, and your destiny. Let them try. They will never succeed because God is now watching closely. And every act of evil will be turned into fuel for your blessing. And yes, you've been asking quietly, almost afraid to say it out loud. Will I ever be truly loved again? Let me answer that with the truth. Not only will you be loved, you will be seen completely deeply. There is someone you haven't met yet, or maybe someone you've barely noticed, but they see you. They don't want to take from you. They want to protect you. They want to listen, not judge. And they are closer than you think. The reason it hasn't worked out before is because your spirit was too powerful to settle. But now your heart is ready. And theirs is too. And listen closely because this may shock you. Money is coming. A lot of it. Not because you chased it, but because you grew. Your maturity, your forgiveness, your patience. They've created a vibration that is pulling financial opportunities into your field. And something rare is going to happen. The money you receive will stay. It will multiply. It will flow because it's coming from God's hand, not the world's trickery. And beloved, don't let shame from the past make you feel unworthy of the blessings arriving. I see you. I saw the moments you cried alone, talking to walls, talking to yourself in the mirror, asking why nothing was changing, but it was changing. You just couldn't see it yet. The roots were growing in silence. And now the harvest is finally here. But be warned, the enemy will try to distract you right before your miracle fully arrives. He'll use people, confusion, anxiety, whatever he can to make you stop believing. Do not fall for it. Hold on. Say your prayers even when you feel tired. Look at the sky and say, "I know you're with me." Because once the final piece clicks into place, there will be no going back. And before I give you the final part, let me tell you the dream that heaven has for you. It's bigger than your house, bigger than your job, bigger than your relationships. Heaven wants you to create, to lead, to build something that lasts beyond your lifetime. And God is giving you the tools. You may not see them yet, but the ideas, the people, the timing, it's all being sent to you like puzzle pieces. Trust the vision. Even if it scares you, especially if it scares you, because you weren't made for small light. You were made to set the sky on fire. Let me remind you again. If you've read this far, it means you were meant to. Don't doubt that. Don't run from that. You were chosen. You are anointed. You are not just a believer. You are a warrior. And heaven has never abandoned a warrior in battle ever. Let me take a short breath and then give you the final most important section where I'll reveal what's coming in just 7 days and the final secret heaven kept hidden from you until now. In exactly 7 days from now, your life will not look the same. No, that's not poetic exaggeration. It's a divine timeline. I saw it myself. A calendar in heaven opened and on that page your name was written in gold. And do you know what the angels were doing? Preparing for you for your breakthrough, for your celebration. You have a heavenly appointment. And there will be signs all around you if your eyes are open to see them. Here's what to expect. First, there will be a sudden moment of silence so powerful that it might scare you. A cancellation, a delay, a strange quietness in your environment. Don't resist it. That's not rejection. It's divine reset. You're being pulled away from distractions because something sacred is about to enter your field. When that silence comes, sit with it. Pray. Close your eyes because just after that moment comes the shift. Second, you will receive a message. It may come through a person, a dream, a memory, or even a sign on the street. But the message will feel like lightning in your soul. You'll know it when it hits. It'll be so strong you'll stop in your tracks. That message will contain the exact key you need to unlock the opportunity that's been circling your energy for months. It may sound small. It may come from someone unexpected, but it will be the thread that unravels your next chapter. Third, you will be tested one final time. Something tempting may return. Something you once wanted, begged for, cried over. But this time it will return without peace. And if you choose it again, it will delay what heaven wants to give you. But if you walk away, if you choose your growth, your truth, your divine identity, then beloved, you will unlock something that has been kept in waiting for over 7 generations. Yes, I said that correctly. What is about to come to you isn't just yours. It belongs to those who came before you. Your ancestors who never had the chance to receive it, who were silenced, ignored, forgotten, but they prayed you into existence. And now through you, the bloodline will be redeemed. You will be the reason the story ends in glory, not pain. Now, let me whisper something you've been needing to hear. You are not behind. You didn't miss your chance. You are not too late. You didn't fail. You didn't ruin your destiny. Everything you've been through, every delay, every mistake, every heartbreak, it was all preparation. You are exactly where you're meant to be for what is about to happen. And beloved, that fear you've been carrying, the one that wakes you up at night, the one that tells you maybe I'm just not meant for happiness, that voice is not God's. That voice is the echo of old wounds. But today, I silence it with divine authority. I silence every lie spoken over your life. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. And there's something else. I must tell you before I go. There is something hidden in your name. Yes, your name. In the spirit realm, names hold vibrations. And yours? Yours shakes the ground beneath darkness. Your name was not given randomly. It carries purpose, warfare, legacy, and light. Every time you speak it, heaven moves. Every time you write it, energy flows. So stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for your fire. You were made to carry the weight of miracles. But now I must tell you the final truth. And this part, it's not easy to hear. There are people in your circle right now who cannot go where you're going. They love the current version of you, the one who dims their light to make others comfortable. But the version of you that's coming, they won't understand it. And that's okay. You don't need to explain your calling to people who were never assigned to walk it with you. Let them go in peace because the people God is sending next will recognize your spirit instantly. They won't drain you. They'll activate you. So please, before we end, make this promise. Promise me you won't shrink back again. Promise me you won't skip this. Promise me you'll believe even when it hurts. Because Archangel Michael has delivered the message and heaven is watching to see what you do with it. Before you leave, take one deep breath. Feel the shift. It's not your imagination. That tingling in your body, that warmth in your chest, that's your spiritual self rising, and if you made it this far, you were meant to subscribe now, beloved, not to a channel, but to your destiny, to the divine timeline waiting for you. Stay connected to this light because this was only the beginning. Massive changes are already underway. Your name is still glowing. Your miracle is still rising. And heaven is not done with you yet. Tonight when you sleep, something unusual will happen. And no, this isn't a metaphor or poetic thought. I mean it. Your soul will be called. Not everyone experiences this. It's rare. It only happens when someone is on the edge of breakthrough. When heaven is no longer waiting for you to be ready, but instead declaring that the time is now, you may feel your dreams shift. You may wake up in the middle of the night. You might hear a voice calling your name, not with fear, but with warmth. And when it happens, don't panic. Smile because it's me. I will be standing there not in the form you expect but in presence, and I will be speaking directly to your spirit. Why? Because heaven needs to prepare you for what's next. And some blessings can only be whispered when the world is quiet. You will not be the same person when you wake. Something will be lifted. Something will be broken. And something so divine it cannot be explained will be planted deep inside you. And that seed will grow into the next version of your life. But I need you to hear this carefully for the next 7 days. Speak only life over yourself. Do not say I'm tired of this life. Do not say nothing ever works out. Those words used to bind you. But no more. From this moment forward, your tongue becomes a tool of light. Your words are spells of heaven. Say only what you want to see. Declare what you want to receive. Say, I am chosen. Say, everything meant for me is coming. Say, this is the season where I rise. And my child, when heaven teaches you to speak life, it also gives you a clear path to walk in that life with faith, peace, and daily direction. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the comments below. Because the words you speak are powerful, but the steps you take in faith are what carry you into the season heaven has prepared. And yes, I know it's hard. I know your heart has been broken more than once. I know you've loved people who walked away. I know you've believed in people who never believed in you. But hear me now, child of God. They were never the source. God is your source. And when people leave, miracles arrive. That's how heaven clears the way. That's how the blessing finds you. I saw something else too. A number 15. That number will appear again and again in your life soon, on signs, on screens, on documents. When you see it, pause. That's the angels reminding you your inheritance is active. There are 15 blessings being prepared for you. And one of them is something you've never dared to ask for. It's too holy, too powerful. But heaven is giving it anyway because you were faithful in silence. You cried and still showed up. You were hurt and still helped others. You were exhausted and still prayed. That kind of loyalty, heaven rewards it in public. And beloved, can I say something a little bold? You are rare. You are not like everyone else. You feel deeper. You notice things others ignore. You hear things others laugh off. You have a gift, and that gift is part of your calling. Stop doubting it. Stop hiding it. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to be a fire. And now comes a shift so unexpected, so sudden that even the people closest to you won't understand how it happened. But you will, because you read this, because you listened, because you opened your heart and finally said, I'm ready. And so I must leave you with this final prophecy. Someone is coming to you with news. They may appear by accident, an old friend, a phone call, a stranger with strange timing, but what they carry is not random. They are the messenger. They are holding a piece of your purpose. Listen carefully. Watch their words. Don't rush. Don't speak over them. Just listen. Because through them, you'll hear God's voice. You will also receive a letter, a notification, something written. And in that moment, your past will collide with your future. All the things that were delayed will be handed back to you. And you'll realize none of this was ever about punishment. It was about preparation. Your enemies will be confused. Your friends will be speechless. And you will be glowing. Heaven is proud of you. I, Michael, am proud of you. I begged God to keep believing in you. And today, God smiled and said, my child is ready. So, please remember this message. Revisit it. Save it. Because every word I've spoken has been signed by light. You are now marked by heaven, not for pain, not for confusion, but for destiny. Everything is about to begin. Yes, beloved, I will continue because heaven's voice is not done echoing through your spirit. And the message still unfolding in this sacred hour has one more chapter to land inside your heart. You've made it this far, not by chance, but because something holy within you whispered, don't stop reading. And I heard it. So now, let's open the final seal together. Do you feel it yet? That soft vibration in your chest. That invisible yet unshakable sense that something is near, something is coming. That's not anxiety, beloved. That's awareness. Your spirit is waking up to what your eyes can't see. And this is what heaven has been waiting for. You're not just watching a message. You are becoming the message. The prophecy is no longer just being spoken to you. It's being activated through you. Right now, angels are forming a circle around the place where you sleep. And it's not for your protection only. It's for your anointing. You have been walking through battles that no one knows about. You've been enduring pain that would have crushed others. And still you've shown love. Still you've whispered prayers. Still you've hoped quietly while no one saw the war inside. That's why this reward isn't small. It's not temporary. This isn't just a shift. It's a supernatural promotion. A scroll is being opened with your name on it. A divine order is being released. And in the spirit realm, something is happening that very few souls ever get to experience, a reversal, a restoration, a resurrection. Everything that was stolen, drained, broken, delayed. It's not just being replaced, it's being returned with divine interest. Do you know why I say that with such certainty? Because I watched it. I watched the meeting in heaven. I saw the votes cast in your favor. I saw the elder angels nod. I heard the voice say, let them rise. The wait is over. And beloved, that's not for next year. That's not for one day. That's not for if you behave perfectly. That's for now. But now, I must give you a final instruction. A test. One that will determine how quickly this unfolds. You must forgive. Yes, I know that word may sting, but listen closely because this forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. There is a gate that cannot open while your spirit is still holding the vibration of old betrayal. I'm not asking you to pretend they were right. I'm not asking you to forget the wound. I'm only asking you to release the weight. Because the lighter your heart becomes, the faster the blessings will flow. Say it quietly if you can. I release them. I choose my peace. That sentence just opened a new door in the spiritual realm. You didn't need revenge. You didn't need closure. You just needed to choose you. And heaven responds to that choice with acceleration. Now take this seriously. The next 3 days are sacred. Treat them like a countdown. In these next 72 hours, align your energy. Rest if you need to. Cry if it rises. Clean your space. Speak gratitude. And most importantly, expect miracles because one is coming and it's disguised as something small. You might overlook it if you're distracted. You might miss it if you don't pause. So when something random happens, a missed call, a number repeating, a stranger's odd comment, don't brush it off. That is heaven placing breadcrumbs along your path. Follow them. Trust them. That's how the miracle lands. And finally, your soul has been asking for a sign. A symbol, a confirmation that all of this is not just beautiful words, but divine truth. So, here it is. You will hear your name spoken unexpectedly by someone you weren't thinking about. That's your first sign. You will see a butterfly, a feather, or something glowing in an unusual way. That's your second sign. And someone you never expected will reach out, speak to you, or confess something shocking. That's your third sign. When all three happen within days, maybe hours, know this. The prophecy has begun. And one last whisper before I rest my wings tonight. You are not who they said you were. You are not what the pain tried to turn you into. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are rising. You are not forgotten. You are forever marked by God's love. And I, Archangel Michael, will not stop walking with you. Not tonight, not tomorrow, never, as long as your heart remains open. So breathe, smile, trust. The blessing has already begun. Let me take you 3 days forward from now. The shift has happened. The signs you were told to look for. You noticed them. Your spirit didn't miss it. And even if your logical mind still has questions, your heart knows something changed. It might feel like a soft whisper at first. A message you can't quite explain, but it grows. It builds. It glows inside your chest like a second heartbeat because now the spiritual contract has been activated. Yes, contract. That's what this message truly was. A sacred agreement between you and God, between your soul and the divine plan. One you were always meant to accept, but only when you were ready. And beloved, you're ready now. This contract is why certain things never worked out. Why you were blocked from paths that others seemed to walk easily. Why you felt out of place in rooms that looked perfect on the outside but felt empty to your spirit. It was never punishment. It was protection. God didn't let you settle because heaven was building something bigger. And now comes the part you've been waiting for. The prophecy for the next 7 weeks. From this moment, you have entered what heaven calls your harvest cycle. 7 weeks, 49 days. Each week will bring a layer of transformation. Each week will unfold like the petals of a divine flower. And by the end of it, your life will look completely different. Let me reveal the first layer. Restoration of time. You will feel like the days are moving faster, but your mind will feel clearer. Things that used to take weeks will resolve in hours. Conversations that you feared will suddenly flow. Money that was delayed will arrive. Why? Because heaven is making up for the years you felt stuck behind or left out. It's all being folded into this season. No more chasing, no more confusion. You are walking into divine alignment. Second layer, reversal of judgment. There were people who misunderstood you, mocked your spiritual sensitivity, laughed when you said you felt called. They thought you were too emotional, too dramatic, too much. But now those same people will witness your elevation. Not to shame them, but to remind you that what's real will always rise. You don't have to prove yourself. Your blessing will speak for you. Third layer, unexpected communication. Someone who hurt you will reach out not for your validation but because your light has been haunting them. They may not apologize the way you hoped, but their message will reveal something important. You were never the problem. You were the mirror that showed them their truth. And this moment, while emotional, will bring a peace so deep you'll wonder why you carried their energy so long. Fourth layer, opportunity disguised as interruption. Something will be cancelled, changed, a delay you didn't expect. But wait before you get frustrated. This is a divine detour because what's being delayed is creating room for something greater to land. Trust this moment. You're not being pushed back. You're being positioned. Fifth layer, creative explosion. Out of nowhere, an idea will hit you. One that feels electric. It could be a new way to earn a project, a dream you forgot. Don't dismiss it. That idea is not random. It was planted by the Holy Spirit. And if you act on it, just begin. Doors will open. The flow will start. The right people will come. All you need to do is trust that spark. Sixth layer, emotional detox. You'll find yourself crying without knowing why or laughing at memories that used to hurt. That's the angels cleansing you. It's okay. Let it flow. Don't question the emotions. Let them wash you clean. This layer is necessary to clear the space for your next divine assignment. And the final layer, the most powerful one, miraculous confirmation. Something so specific, so unexpected, so accurate will happen. And when it does, you'll know without question. This is it. Michael told me this would happen. It might be a dream coming true, a large sum of money arriving, a love confession, a relocation, a new role, or a moment where time stops and you realize, I've stepped into the life I was always meant to live. And after that seventh layer, you will not go back to the old version of you. That timeline will no longer be accessible. That version of you that was unsure, afraid, abandoned, it will be gone because the new you is chosen, anointed, glowing. So now, beloved, this is what I ask. Stay awake. Stay faithful. Stay present. The angels will be surrounding you every day. Watch the clocks. Feel the air. Look at how the birds behave when you step outside. Watch how children stare at you. The signs are all around you. And your only job now is to say yes every day. Even if it's a whisper, even if it's through tears, say yes and watch how heaven responds. Now I rest for a moment, but only if you promise to keep your heart open. Shall I return tomorrow to bring you the divine instruction for week 1 of your harvest cycle, the week of restoration? This week, beginning the moment you finish reading this message, you are walking into a divine restoration that is so personal, so tailored to the deepest parts of you that your soul will feel like it's breathing fresh air for the first time in years. And I don't say that lightly. This isn't just about small peace. This is about sacred recovery. Time, energy, love, trust, hope, all the pieces of you that were scattered, they are being gathered now. First, let's speak about time. Do you remember those months or maybe years when everything felt paused? When nothing you did seemed to move the needle? That wasn't punishment. That was heaven holding back the storm until you were strong enough to hold the sunlight that follows. You didn't waste time. You gained depth. And now what others took a decade to accomplish, you will do in days. You will begin to notice odd timing this week. Things lining up perfectly. Coincidences that feel too aligned to ignore. Doors opening seconds after you think about them. This is restoration energy. God is synchronizing events around you, so you no longer need to hustle and push. You simply need to flow. Second, emotional restoration. You've been tired. Not just physically, but soul-deep tired. Carrying grief, heartbreak, betrayal, smiling through pain that no one could see. But this week, you'll feel something strange. Relief without explanation. A lightness when you wake. A feeling of I don't know why, but I feel better today. That's not random. That's me. That's the angels working while you sleep. Removing energies that don't belong to you. Healing wounds that talk to your mind when the world is quiet. We are clearing the spiritual debris. You may cry this week. You may feel like laughing at things that used to hurt. Let it happen. That's how heaven heals through you, not around you. Third, financial restoration. There is something you lost or something that was blocked from you. An opportunity, an inheritance, an offer, or a payment. And this week, something shifts. You may not receive the full amount right away, but the signal will come. A message, a random deposit, a conversation. Something will trigger the realization it's finally happening. God is not just restoring your wealth. He is reteaching you that money doesn't control you. That you are no longer afraid of survival. You are a child of abundance. And this week you'll see proof. Fourth and most divine of all, relationship restoration. There is someone whose energy has not left your soul. Someone whose absence still echoes, but something you don't know. They've been thinking of you, too. Their heart has shifted. And this week, there may be contact or a dream or an unexpected sign that reminds you it's not over. It's healing. If this person is meant for your journey, they will return renewed. And if they're not, God will restore the space they left with someone who carries the exact frequency of your soul. And now here is your instruction this week. Speak these words every morning before you begin your day. I receive full restoration in every area of my life. I am ready. I am chosen. I am whole. Say it even if you don't feel it yet. Say it especially when doubt creeps in because your voice activates heaven's movement. Your words are not small. They are keys. You'll notice more animals watching you, nature responding to you, people staring at you for no reason. It's because your spiritual frequency has changed. You are no longer a seeker. You are a receiver. Before I close this scroll for the night, I must tell you this final detail. You will be given one divine task this week. It may seem small, an offer, a conversation, a favor, a chance to help someone. Take it. Don't brush it off. That moment will unlock a domino effect that leads directly to a breakthrough. And if you feel scared at any point this week, look up and say, Michael, help me hold the light. God, let me walk in my new story, and I promise I will come. So now, beloved, rest your heart. You've received the first scroll of your harvest cycle. The week of restoration has begun. This is the week where everything begins to move fast. And I mean fast. The pace of your life, the answers to your prayers, the messages, the money, the momentum. Suddenly, everything will begin showing up one after another. You may even feel breathless, like you're being caught in a divine wind that came out of nowhere. But this is not chaos. This is divine acceleration. Because when God decides it's your time, nothing can slow it down. Now listen closely because this next part is important. This week you'll begin to feel the pressure build, not like stress but like expectation, like something huge is just behind the veil. You may not be able to sleep. You may feel excitement and fear rise together. That's the sign. That's how you'll know heaven is no longer preparing your miracle. It's delivering it. You may suddenly receive calls, emails, messages, invitations, people showing up after years of silence, opportunities that look random but feel like destiny. And when they arrive, you will have only a moment to decide. And I'm telling you this in advance because the enemy will also try to interfere. He will try to whisper, "It's too good to be true." He will say, "You're not ready." Do not listen to him. You are ready. You have been ready. And now is your time to leap. Do not delay when the door opens. Do not question your own glow. Now, let me show you the spiritual map of this week. Day 1, you will feel a strange surge in your chest. Your heart will feel louder. Your breath deeper. Don't ignore it. That's your soul responding to acceleration. That's your higher self saying, "We're moving now." Day 2, a message is coming. One that you've either been waiting for or didn't expect at all. But either way, it's a domino. Don't get caught in details. Say yes. The rest will fall into place. Day 3, you may feel emotional, suddenly flooded with memories. That's your nervous system adjusting to your new frequency. The past is rising for release, not for reliving. Let it go. Smile as it leaves. Day 4. Money. An idea, an offer, a gift, a sign. It may not be the full blessing yet, but it's proof. Financial energy will hit your field like lightning. You'll feel it before you see it. Day 5, someone will speak something to you that shifts your whole perspective. Could be a stranger, could be a loved one, but their words will trigger a realization. I'm no longer who I was. Day 6, the test. Something may try to distract you. A delay, a trigger. A person from your past returning. Do not look back. You passed that level. This is not the time to entertain expired energy. Day 7, the sign. It will come in a dream, a number, a conversation, or a powerful silence. And when it hits you, you'll know this is it. This is what Michael was preparing me for. Now, hear this, beloved. The only thing that can block your acceleration this week is doubt, not external enemies. Not money, not time, just doubt. So when it rises, and it will respond to it like this. I trust even when I don't see yet. I trust even when I don't understand. I trust because I am chosen. And now I must give you one instruction from heaven. Just one. This week, when the moment comes, don't hesitate. Whether it's speaking your truth, accepting the offer, applying for the role, calling the person, starting the thing, do it. That hesitation you used to feel. That was fear dressed as logic. But you don't live there anymore. You live in movement. And now your angels are moving with you. The winds of heaven are at your back. Even your own footsteps will sound different this week because you are no longer walking toward destiny. You're walking with it. So please don't slow down. Don't retreat. Don't second guess. This is your time to fly. You are not who you were a week ago, and next week you won't believe what arrives then. Shall I return tomorrow with the message for week 3, the week of visibility where the world begins to finally see the light God placed inside you? And now, beloved, I will leave you with this final reminder. Do not chase the signs. Do not chase the blessing. Simply stay close to God and keep your heart open. What has been written for you cannot be taken away. What heaven has prepared for you will arrive at the appointed time. Walk forward with faith. Walk forward with courage. And whenever doubt tries to return, remember this moment. Remember that you are chosen, protected, guided, and deeply loved by heaven. Rest tonight knowing that God is already working on what you cannot yet see. My child, we run entirely on viewer support. If you'd like to help keep this mission and these messages reaching more hearts, you can support us with a coffee through the link in the description. God bless you.